Hey everybody, this is Scott. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the oil upgrade. We are now still playing the open beta build of, or isn't it even an alpha build, of the Oxygen Not Included, but now the recently added oil upgrade. So today we're going to dive in and continue on where we were. We're at cycle 42. Our base is looking quite shiny right now. Everything seems to be going our way. Let's see how we can turn it upside down in the shortest amount of time. So for review, this is where we are right now. We have down in the bottom corner our newest member of the team. We have a natural gas geyser, and we're using that to power this area here. Obviously, when the game is paused, it doesn't show any charges or food available or anything like that, so you'll have to trust me here. Unless you mouse over it. That was kind of interesting. Eventually we're going to build out two of these here until we run into a problem with power exceeding the wattage of the standard wire. Then we'll have to finish this heavy wire, which is going up to work on these transformers, which will then feed each floor kind of somewhat organized matter that along that way. We can eventually grow into this geyser if we need it as well, but I don't know that we're going to need it. If we do, we'll figure that out as we go. We'll probably just power it here, throw that down on the same wire, and manage everything kind of along the same way. Remember, you can only throw batteries on low voltage wires, so I do need to kind of ponder how I'm going to add batteries to these. I hadn't really planned on that when I put these up, but it isn't that hard, I think, to work on putting a couple batteries in front of this and then building a wall here. We want to keep the heat away from these, and we built this wall and have this separation here because of the huge boost it takes to decor. If we look at this we've got 104 on this side, and it's only going to get worse because each of these heavy watt wires is minus 90, or no, it's a, what is it? It's huge. It's minus 25 and a 6 tile radius, and that's cumulative. So when you got a long run of that wire, that is a terrible place to stand. So then we have some water here. This is pure water, hasn't been contaminated, as is this. However, this water over here does have contaminants because it is where we're dumping the showers and the toilets. So that's where that's all going. And the rest of this is kind of commonsensical. Our current job is to create kind of we call it, this is the hallway to exploration. So I plan to send everybody down this hallway wearing their EVA suits, which we just unlocked the ability to create. So we'll have to create a checkpoint. We will have to add some height to this, I'm noticing. So we will have to add at the very end here a bit of height. And we just created the exosuit forge, and we haven't obviously finished that yet. I started it down here like a complete tool and ran into problems because obviously this is a dumb place to build it, so I deserve to run into problems. I need to probably work on them finishing out building part of this wall here. Just kind of this weird little ladder trick that a lot of people use. I like it. It works. And then we'll figure out kind of how we're going to do the battery side here. Actually, it's a good point. Maybe we don't need these yet. We should work on where we're going to put our batteries. Because remember, batteries only connect to low voltage, meaning that if we put batteries back here and connect them to the heavy watt wire, we don't gain anything from doing that. At least the build before this one. So we're going to see how that goes. So let's turn it on here. We're going to slow it down just a bit so we can get caught up and let everything kind of roll and see what's happening. Our fridges are full. So we are running, on the food side, we are running a lot of food. If we look at our consumables here, we don't want to have a lot of this stuff laying around. 22,000 of that. We're looking to upgrade them to this. So I'm hoping that they're going ahead and doing that cooking project, converting those into these. If we waste some food, that's fine. I'm not overly concerned about it at this point. We are so flush with food, it's not even funny. So let's work at the battery thing here real fast. So if we do that and we put a couple batteries in front, that should satisfy my my requirement here. Oop. Can't build anymore. We ran out of copper. Yay! So that's bad. This is how this will ultimately look. Heavy watt wire coming into each of these. Now we're going to build these as we need them, so I'm not. I'm kind of planning what I'm doing as we're going here. So we need to get some copper going here, or some heavy metals. We've got plenty to rip apart. We just haven't been doing so. We haven't really needed it. Let's up the priority of these. The other thing we're working on is getting the electrolysis down up here, so we can be creating oxygen and some hydrogen which we'll use to power more or less this area. We're not going to depend on the hydrogen to power the base. It's just not meant to do that with this this conversion up here. So let's see, we'll put a tile down here, and ultimately we'll just probably put a wall here. If I put the wall, then I can keep the heat in from all these batteries. I'll probably end up going with an insulated wall here, actually. Let's cancel this and put insulated walls here. We can worry about getting the other insulation in here in a while. What do we got here? We could do granite. Or we could go all the way to abyssalite. We don't have a whole lot of that, so I don't really want to waste that on this not an amazing thing. So I'll say this is a plus 15. Makes the decor better. We don't really need that, so let's just go with the 15 here. Cancel these out. Build it again with the right thing selected this time. And might as well just continue going here. Actually, you know what? This is, don't need that. I need to use the air tile. So we maintain some sane heat control. This is all going to get real hot over here. We just don't want it leaching into the base. So the insulated wall really only need to be here. I'll probably let them, building that one out isn't really useful though, is it? So to stop that, we're going to set the priority of this whole thing to 3, just so they don't build it. I don't need them to build that right now. I'm worried about, like, why is food laying on the floor? What's up, people? Oh, it's composted. What I want to do is I want to get this exosuit forge done. I'm kind of excited about this. Let's set the 6. Let's get that puppy handled. It's powered. That looks good. We could actually cancel all this and work with this being the hallway out right here. It is tall enough. It handles all of our requirements. I don't have to dig a separate hallway. Maybe I use this for storage, continued storage like I did over here on this side. So for our station, so we do the checkpoint. Obviously, you can't pass the checkpoint without wearing a suit. So we could do that here. And then the exosuit docks. Let's just put one up. But we're going to know, ultimately, we're probably going to have 3 or 4 of these. So we'll just leave a lot of room here. No, in fact, we'll just dig it out so we can kind of see what we're doing. So if we did something like this and then put, leave a little bit extra room, just nothing, let's be stingy about it. No reason to be stingy. Put a mechanical air like these open faster. I haven't been using them just because we didn't have the power door for the longest time. Let's go ahead and do that now. There. And we can hollow this all out. Ultimately, we need all this stuff hollowed out. It's the OCD generator, isn't it? Just everything's got to be perfect and where you want it. Okay, so that's all good. We don't need this, and you really can't build it until we dig this out anyway, so it's not really a problem. What are we working on research-wise here? Medical. Again, this is not a huge priority for me in the game. I don't think it's that hard yet. I'd rather work on... Oh, I can't really do plastic yet. We have to go get some oil to do that. Animal control is fine. Plastic manufacturing. Let's just go ahead and do animal control. Actually, let's do improved plumbing so we can get the insulated pipe and the hydro switch. Let's do that. Everything is looking really shiny for us right now. So F3 on the PC keyboard here. And I'm looking for geysers or things of interest. So see, this is really cold over here. So a cold biome would be really handy for growing sleet wheat. That is a priority for our upgraded food supply. And how else are we looking here? Not a lot. This is our CO scrubber down here, working fine and dandy. We can start, once I get our exosuits done, we can go out and explore a bit. So let's get this done. Put spurs to it, boys. We need to have enough of the reed fiber. Looks like we have enough for 2. Let's Speed the game up. Look at that, 0 at 100 on cycle 45. We're doing really great. I have no complaints about how this is rolling together right now. Welcome to the stream. If you like the game and you want me to keep playing this continued cycle, please click the like button and just do it right now. Just get it out of the way. Click the like button. Make me a happy man. Subscribe would be great too. I do videos on survival style of games and more complicated games, and I'm also a photographer, so I do post videos of me retouching photos and things along that lines. Although those are typically rated for 18 or older because I am also working with body painted models typically, and that involves nudity, and we don't need the people at YouTube getting angry at me. Just wanted to get that polluted water picked up right away before it continues to pollute the air. And I think it's about time we start locking this bad boy down over here. Just get this all locked up. No reason to have... Actually, you know what? I take this back. We don't need to put... For the amount of time we're going to be opening this door, it's not going to be a common door. So let's just go ahead and use a regular manual airlock. Good enough. Everything's looking good. Plenty of power. Not overblowing our circuit here at all. We do want to keep an eye on our reports and see if we're wasting any energy. Wasted power is a bad thing. Close on the oxygen. Once I get the ceiling and the floor done, I like to have the area swept up. No reason to take the debuff for the environment when you don't have to. K on your keyboard's a shortcut for sweeping, by the way. Wait, just turn that off. Should also maybe ponder getting this set up as like a mess hall up here with the tables for them to eat at, and then I can start moving some of these refrigerators and micro musher. Although I may decide to leave that there just because it's got the huge buff from this Decor plus 30 in a 6-tile radius is pretty damn cool. Is this being made? To work on this. Yeah, I'm excited to see what we've got over here. This cold biome is something that I got spoiled when we first started playing the game. You know, they were constant, really close to their base, and now you got to hunt for it to get to it. Sweet. Reed fiber's working out well. These dust caps appear to be growing too. Might as well be harvesting these things. Although I don't really have a great place to store them in. Okay, so here's the moment we were waiting for. We are going to have to start to look at breaking off pieces of the base now. I think just separating out this 120, this 20... yeah, probably a good place to start. Well, we have to build the whole circuit from top to bottom. So maybe I get this one done here and we worry about trying to pull this off, possibly. In any case, we will need to start to worry about circuit overloading, depending on what we got running here. To get another station done here. Take some power over to the new station. This is going to cause us some power concerns, obviously. So we are going to have to finish this. So let's just go ahead and prioritize it, get it done, get it over with. So runner party 6 over here. And we'll power this one up first. So prioritize this one at a 6 as well. And we'll get some wires run from it. So what we're doing here is we're going to run... I have to delete a few of these in here. Dig all this out. And I want to get batteries put in. So I want 2 batteries on every line. more or less like this. Run some insulated tile. Keep that heat in. Just might run it up like that. And I want the floor to be this airflow tile. We need more metal. We got metal. We just gotta go get it. So set this to 6. Come up here and dig all this out, guys. And then we'll go exploring. We got to get a lot more metal if we're going to continue to grow here. That shouldn't be a challenge. I mean, there's got to be tons of iron around here and gold, amalgam. Let's do a 7 maybe. Since we're at it, if we up this wall to, or this floor to a 7, it's got, looks like it's got copper underneath it as well. Yeah. And if they get bored, if they can work on getting some statuary next to the showers, this is pretty good. +5 and an 8 tile radius, so that'll bring a lot of this into the positive. Can't quite fit a painting in there, but that's okay. So first and foremost, we need to get this area done. Like that. Obviously, it's going to start to get a little convoluted when they can no longer walk through here, but it's going to be a while. And we're not going to worry about trying to build these out right away. They do have to obviously be connected to the main line here, though. Okay, that's given us plenty of the metal that we had now. Okay. Everything's going according to plan right now. They are going to get a little stressed as they build this over here. That's fine. We can't really do anything about it. I mean, we've got to get it done. Man, I'm excited to have this done. We got 2 suits made. We're really lucky we had that thimble reed in the upper corner there where we found that natural gas geyser. This one here really saved us from having to go out and find that crap. Sometimes you have to dig a tremendous amount through this dangerous slime lung to get to it. We didn't have to do that at all. We got really lucky. So sucky feet debuff thing is pissing me off a little bit, but I'm not really gonna. I don't feel the need to fix it right now. They aren't down here enough to care. Since we're looking at this too, these batteries are connected to no transformer. They're just direct from the power. So we do need to complete that circuit at some point, like this, and then disconnect them from the main power and run through this transformer through this heavy watt wire. So the heavy watt wire right now ends here, and we need to fix that. We don't want to bridge, though, the heavy watt wire. We always want to bridge the low voltage wire. So let's work on that last, because I don't want to do that right now and have some other hilarity ensue. So let's just do this kind of thing. It's like this. And then we know we need to do is just hook up the, break this low watt wire and then put the bridge across. That'll give us four batteries running in the bottom transformer. We can kind of segregate off this. Obviously, this is going to grow, and there's going to be more stuff down here. We'll probably end up putting some mushrooms. I was thinking about putting a mushroom farm down in here, actually. If we can keep the amount of the air pressure up. All right, this is looking good. It's down to 1% stress again. Everything's going really well. We're getting done what we want to get done. Up here, we can be working on the electrolyzers. So I was thinking about putting 2 on either side, but to start, I'm just going to go with 1 on either side. The strategy here is that the oxygen is going to flow down through the tiles, and then up top we can put 1 pump. So you can put 1 pump like here, and then we can put a gas filter, and then all we do is we want the hydrogen off this. We don't want anything else. So if we do something along this lines where so what's going to happen here is that the gas that we want to keep, the oxygen, will come out this side or float down, and all the hydrogen will be kicked up and out. So hydrogen will go this direction, and we'll build something up here to handle that. And then down this way, I can actually run my ductwork down into wherever I need to go for, putting oxygen throughout the base. So something like this. That's simple. So this could be a duct here, just as an example. Maybe we'll run with that for a bit until we change our mind. Need to power this. And then we'll run that off of one of these bad boys over here. This. We will have hydrogen up here, and I'm thinking that I'm going to put that above this, because if I decide to make this wider later on, I'm not suffering because of it. In fact, let's scoot this over a bit, because I can actually run my ladder up further. There's no reason to make it that close. Put it right here. Take out that gas vent. Oops, cancel the gas vent. Then we'll run our wire. That'll work. Now we can work on boxing this all in. So it's pretty simple. Just run up the roof like this. And if we want to make this wider later, we can. So up here, we know we're going to need an area for our new hydrogen power supply. So we'll put that there, and we'll need some batteries. So it'll probably look something like, just to guess, a couple of batteries here that run their power down into this system like this. And then the hydrogen power plant would sit up on top here-ish. Another wire. Just run up straight like this. There, something along that lines. We'll need ventilation to run our gas pipes. We started that process. There we go. So that should do it. Excuse me. We will need some magical ladder bits to allow them to reach those pieces. So we'll just do this kind of thing. It doesn't bother me. I'm saying that, but it does. But it doesn't. But it does. If I'm smart here, I can actually cancel this build both sides and put a door here that we can worry about closing off and locking later. That way they can at least get up here and build this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put another ladder up here, and the only thing I need to come up here for is this. So that's kind of silly. Like that. There we go. Yep, and this is now this is built, we can worry about ventilating it. So we need to run oxygen from this over to that. So easy peasy. And I do like to try and make it so that each one of these gets a split. So if you split it here and run it down, it's 50-50, obviously. But if you go, every time you split it, it counts against you. So if you do this, for example, something like this, this one will get one, this one will get one, then this one will get another one, then this one will get another one. Then so it's creating this unevenness. So you do is you want to try and split from the middle, and travel to each one independently. So we're going to do something like this. Well, I guess we have to come out like this. So the first one would come down and split here. We split here, and then we just continue doing that as we need them. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's more even distribution. It's a goofiness. It's the way it works. I'm just going to deal with it. I do want to pick all this crap up, get the stuff out of my face. I don't want to see it. Just dig that up. How are we doing over here? This looks like it's done. So we take a look. We do have wires. So let's get this all connected. To do that, we need. Looks like our heavy watt wire here did not carry underneath that because it can't travel through a tile. So my bad. I don't want to puncture this here. I want to be really careful about that. I don't want to carry this here. So let's do wire. We have to pop this here and put in a bridge like this. So what we're doing is allowing that heavy watt wire to travel straight through. It may not travel through that door, by the way. That was recently fixed. That's why they gave us this heavy watt wire joint plate. We may have to go up with that, which is going to convolute this whole area. I'll probably just end up destroying that door. In fact, I mean, really don't need it there. Okay, now I'd really like my wire bridge done right away, please, because we've disconnected our power supply. Okay, so now the question is, can I run that heavy watt wire through that door? Looks like I've already made the decision to run it underneath, didn't I? Did I put my bridge in the wrong spot? Sure looks like I did. Well, I can't run it through the floor anyway. What am I thinking? So this is not valid. Must be why I didn't build it. Can I do this? No, I can't. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of this door. You want to get rid of buildings. And then we can put a joint plate here. Because we can access this from the top now. If we need to get in here, they can come in this way. They can come in through the top up here. This door is kind of not useful right now. This one's preventing any natural gas from them standing like tools in front of the doorway here. Obviously, don't really need it anymore, but at one point it saved us from flooding our whole base with natural gas. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Let's finish this thing. I want it done. And then I want a wall. Priority 6. Oh, can't do a wall. Let's do the power plate. That's right. Priority 6 here. Oh, it's not allowing me to build on top of that. Oh, that's okay. You know, I am kind of like, what do I say? I am doing more than I really need to do here. I mean, the chances of them coming down here and playing with this thing are not good. I mean, for me to be all, oh, can't let them see the heavy watt wire. In here, they're standing on the damn thing. So this is a little bit of overkill. Let's just let them build it like this and be done with it. I don't have to worry about that extra door and getting rid of that and all the other stupidity involved. All right, what are we doing here? We need, this is connected. Once we get that done. Right now. Perfect. So this should be connected. Is it not connected? Looks like that did not connect. So power, high watt. There we go. There it does. A little bug. Found that from time to time. All right, so this is all good. We do not need now this to be connected to this grid. So we can kill this connection. Doesn't really do anything for us. In fact, this whole wire here is a little goofy. It's not using the battery as effectively, so we should do something along this lines, maybe. What are you complaining about? No power consumers. Oh, it's not done. It's just... Come on. That little tiny thing there? Really? You're killing me. Okay, there we go. So that's all running really well. We're charging those batteries like mad right now. That's good. And now we should stop with the overloading once we start kind of breaking this down. So they're going to start to connect these different ones. This one's charging fine. It'd be nice if they get these batteries done. So let's up that. Let's get this project done here, boys. Base is looking pretty temperate too. We're doing a nice job with the temperature, keeping all that stuff away. I'm not having the same heat problems that I notice a lot of other people do. I kind of formulating where I was going to stick this first of all and keeping all the heat down here, but we're running a pretty cool base right now. It's running really well. I'm a little concerned about the overpressure here because if we don't get enough gas to run this, we're going to be in a problem. But I think we're doing well by getting rid of that carbon dioxide and we're scrubbing it out pretty well. This is all still staying really low pressure-wise. So is there any research we should be doing here? Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's knock this out just because it's there. Let's look and see who's doing what. Do I need? I guess one guy doing research is good for me. I don't need. This guy doesn't. Everybody's looking pretty spry, aren't they? They've been in the game a long time. They're very experienced people. So let's finish. Let's get all this stuff built up here, so we can worry about getting. Oops, all this stuff powered here. Maybe want to put in some bathrooms here as well. I haven't done that yet. I haven't really considered it a priority. I've been using the outhouses, and quite happily, I might add. And if we look at our germs, we're doing just fine. So we talked about the sinks versus the wash basins, and the sinks really don't seem to have any buff that they're adding at this point that I can see. Where is everybody? There's fourth bed. Travaldo, where are you, my friend? I don't see him. Oh, he went to bed. All right. This sand, I'm not real happy with the way they handle sand in the game. It's an annoyance, which I guess is interesting in its own right. Right? Everything can't work your way. But this is really annoying. Especially when it starts to kill plants now when it happens. And we look at... I'm worried about airflow out of this, but I'm not worried about out of the sides here so much. So we could build some regular walls in here. A 4 high, which is the standard for pretty much everything I build. Might as well take this ladder up too, since we are on this level now. Get all this coal. Well, now we're using coal anyway. Yeah, isn't that cool? We skipped the entire coal phase of this process and made it through just with two treadmills, and that worked out pretty well. I mean, we didn't have any huge amounts of stress the whole time. We still had got plenty of stuff done. We're looking really good for Cycle 52. We're already having our water distiller done. Speaking of water, we're going to need to run plumbing up to this this adventure, and I don't mind running it from the bacteria pool here. They haven't done anything to say that that's bad. So again, the same process before. We want to make sure that we fork off of our main line equally. So everything will come off of this main line. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to be kind of careful how you do that, or you end up with a situation that isn't real conducive to sharing the load across an area. What are we doing on power? We got everybody connected to power, right? Yep. Okay. Get all this stuff down, boys. Come on. Pick it up. Is he using a treadmill? I thought I heard him using a treadmill. Yeah, don't do this. What are you doing with that? Disable that. We're going to disable it, but we're not going to destroy it, because just in case we run into a problem later, I don't want to be suffering from that. Okay, so up here, we are now powering this whole floor from this transformer. So we can probably cut off this line here. What are we doing there? Yeah, geez, we got no problem. I mean, obviously not a lot's running on that line yet, but how are we doing down here? Yeah, that's looking really good. We are feeding these other ones, but we aren't doing anything with it yet. And we are wasting some energy. So we are getting energy in that we are not using. That makes me a sad panda. So not really anything we could do about that at this point. And we're looking like we've got most of what we need. But ideally, ultimately, this is going to come all the way across here and power this floor. Same thing with this one. It's probably going to come across and power this floor, which doesn't have anything on it. So we'll end up splitting this off and doing something else with it at some point. I'm not going to worry about it right now. This whole thing needs to be dug out too. That'll be pretty. That'll work. Not a priority. I mean, this is all. I mean, our power problem right now is looking pretty good. We're storing energy. We could run all these other batteries, but we're just producing way more than we need. I mean, look at, we're maxing out all of those, so that's great. Power is not a problem. We're not burning out wires right and left. We have tons of food. So notice how the conversion went from a certain number of meal ice required to make the bar. So meal ice, we don't have enough meal ice to make it, which is great because we have the seeds up here, and this is just, I mean, geez, we got so much food. And it's a -2. Which is decent. We only have to worry about the point at which we can get the sleet wheat harvested, and then we can worry about that. So this, we're going to request an exosuit and request an exosuit here. Not going to really do us much benefit other than charging it. We need to get the ventilation built. Looks like we have some ventilation going, so we need to set this to hydrogen. So hydrogen will pump up. Everything else will pump down and into here, which should only be oxygen. Everything else shouldn't go up. This is over pressure here. So this gas vent, I'm actually going to deconstruct that vent. I don't need it there. So now what's going to happen is it's going to charge these suits with oxygen, and all the hydrogen is going to go up into this generator, which will charge these batteries, which are already fully charged because we have more money. We have more power than we need. And this is driving me nuts here. Let's clean this mess up here. Okay, so now we have exosuits that actually work and are getting oxygen sent to them. So we are in great shape. 2% stress. How are we doing on germs? Germs are fine. What's up with this here? We have there's a lice loaf in there that is not happy. So there's that lice loaf that's terrible for this one here. We need to compost that. Be nice if there was like the Friday clean out fridge day where you just, you know what, everything after this point day, you just throw it out because it's terrible. I probably should continue with this insulated wall here too. I have to put a cheat ladder in here. It's a little too tall for them to reach. I could put it right here. Actually, I'll do that. Just for now. Same thing here. These are ladders we'll delete later. They're just going to help them get the wall built so we can kind of see what we're doing. The fact they can only reach a certain distance is kind of annoying. I think I might, yeah, good enough. All right, that's looking great. We are making oxygen now, and we shouldn't have a problem with our base. Anything that's over pressure here is going to automatically flow down through the permeable floor. So we don't have to vent it all around the base unless we need to for a specific reason to push it down. So what do we lack in here? The micro musher has no meal ice? Of course not, because we have more food than we absolutely need right now. So I'm not going to worry about that. In fact, we could work on a dining facility here, but I kind of want to go exploring. These are almost fully charged. So once they do that, we only need them to be 2 tall, 2 in height. The gold amalgam is going to be nice to collect that too. So let's get in G. Set this to a 6. We only have 2 suits, so we don't really have to worry about anybody going nuts. So let's just dig straight over like this. Let's do 3 tall. This is only slime, so we should be able to roar through this like mad. And let's go ahead and put some storage containers here for the slime, so they don't end up bringing it back into the base. That looks good. Research-wise here, let's just continue pounding out everything at this point. We have no concerns. Now it's a matter of exploration, finding the oil that we want to have. Let's make another one of these. Don't have enough reed fiber left, but we do have some he's going to go harvest. So, oh, he picked up 2, so we can make that suit right away. Not that we need it, but why not? That's a great animation, isn't it? This is how you use heavy machinery that's dangerous. You just don't look at it while it's working. And we need a station for this exosuit. Dock it here. And of course we have to complete the ceiling because we're anal. And then let's look at our ventilation. So again, coming off of this way. So it is the 3rd one. And then the next one obviously is not, you're not going to be able to pull it equally because this one here is going to then be alternating. So we can only really do 3 suits off of each vent and have them be equally pressurized. If that makes any sense at all. You know, I might want to do too is just staring at the amount of wattage we're using here. We could power these suits a little bit differently. We could power it. Let's see, we're kind of getting close on that one. And this one must be gold amalgam. It's got a much higher circuit status, so we're not going to worry about. I was going to say we could pull some of the suits and power them on this cable up here, but that one looks like it's a little more in danger of not working well, so we'll just leave it how it is. We got here apothecary. We can make our vitamin shoes now, which we don't need. We're running a great game right now. Can't complain. So here, we're going to put our organics, and we're going to put the crap that we don't want in the base. We're going to put our slime, for sure. We could store algae in there too. Why not? Let's set a high priority so that all that stuff gets put out there. Get it out of the base. Get that slime lung out of here. Oh, you know what? We don't have a door here. Duh. We need to have a door. Otherwise, the slime lung's just coming into our base. Get this done. That was stupid. I just did this. Where are they going? What are you carrying? Are you going down here to put slime in there? Really? No, you're not. Screw that. And you're going to wash your hands every time you do it? No. Put the slime in here, please. Organic. Oh, it didn't take it. Slime, rot pile, algae. Did I copy the settings on the wrong one earlier? Is that what I did? Is that why this looks so stupid? Why stuff wasn't going my way right there? These guys are covered. What are you doing? Right, so now I'm confused as to how all this slime lung got into my base. Oh, because they had to carry the slime from here, perhaps? Maybe that was a dumb thing to do. I think I did that out of confusion. Wonder what the hell was going on. We don't have a door yet? Oh, I was going to say it's just not done. Fix the door, guys. Yeah, I don't understand why he's got slime lung all over him and how to get rid of it. He's going to put it on his bed. Ah, man. Light wounds. All right, so our perfect universe just took a little bit of a dip there, so we will need to start to get some medicine built. The medibed no longer requires access to the bathroom, which was a little goofy. It also requires a table, and I'm not really sure what they mean by that. It's like, what kind of table do you want? So I'm kind of waiting for that to get flushed out. That's a little weird right now. So if we look at up here under rooms for the quarantine, medical bed, toilet, one table. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what a table is. I've been trying to build the medical table. That's not it. I have no idea. Some sort of table. Let's just put these both as powered in case people run through here like mad. And ideally, we'd like to have it run out of its own thing. We'll do that later. There's not really enough of a reason to run our own power for that right now. I'm probably freaking out for no reason. Yeah, it looks like they're controlling the slime lung issue. Everybody's clean now. Everybody took their shower. Looks like the suits are covered. Oh, good. He's taking care of that. Am I opening this right into Slime Lung Central or something? What is going on? So maybe I need to add a floor in here, like this, to kind of control that problem. And I am telling to put slime in here, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's put a deodorizer up here too. Let's do that. Let's maximize. Let's get that thing done right away. So we get this hallway controlled a little bit better. Just get rid of this whole slime lung problem. Putting these right here outside the door was probably not the best idea either, but it'll work. Okay, so what did we discover here? We do indeed have a cold biome over here. So let's continue building that out. I want to see where that goes. Let's do that. And we have a room. One of those things that adds your your skill sets. Kind of cool. I ran into one. I can't remember the name of it. It's got a goofy name. Sweep this crap up, boys. Once they get the ceiling and the floor, then we'll have to sweep that whole area. That's looking a lot more reasonable. We could even move the slime out a bit further so that we can have that production point further away. You know what we could do too is we could actually add a sink right here. Or at least a wash basin. So as they're coming back out of there, they wash that crap off themselves. Let's do that. Quest exosuit. There we go. Actually, we'll cancel that one. Get this done first. And we'll set it so that it is only, well, once it's built, we'll set it so it's only when they're going out that they need to wash their hands. So right now, it is set to direction left. Let's do, yeah, this way. There we go. Get some water in that. Oh, we out of water? Pitcher pump empty. All right, so we're going to have to run this one down here now. Let's do that. So we're going to need to priority 7 this, guys. We're going to need some... We're going to need a hole dug right here. And we're going to need plumbing. We're going to need a pitcher pump. We're going to need it right here. Like that. That'll give us all the water we need for, well, a long time anyway. I can start to look getting rid of this too. Maybe this is where we're going to grow our mushrooms. Looks like we've got the right temperature. We have a nice amount of carbon dioxide down here. We can disassemble this thing. That's not going to do anything. This is a lot more reasonable now. We could put an ore scrubber up here as well. I think that's where we need that device. I haven't used it at all in the game so far. All right, guys, we need this done right away because we have to have that wash basin working. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was funny. Dumb. Can they build a ladder fast enough before they die? No problem. That was kind of scary. Stupid duplicate. That was fun. Okay, so we got our wash basin working now. This is all looking good. What are we doing over here? All right, wow. All right, let's get some sleet wheat built here. So first of all, we need to block this off. I don't want all my good air leaving me. My cold air. So we're going to do something like this. I think. Actually, let's make this out of the right stuff. We can make this out of the abyssalite. Can we do that for the door as well? We'll make our door out of abyssalite. We can make our door out of amalgam. I wonder if that helps. I would imagine it's got to be better than copper. So let's do this. Just want to kind of keep that cold air in, if possible. Doing an oxygen. Oxygen's looking great. And they are disinfecting the crap out of this thing constantly. What is the problem here? Is it every time they open the door, or the suits themselves cover with slime lug? Is that the problem? That's kind of annoying. Well, I imagine that if I cover this we do something like this, there won't be any slime lung in this area, right? Notice I didn't cover up that abyssalite. That's got a much better heat tolerance than anything I'm going to make. So rather than, who's unreachable bed? Oh. Yeah, figured. If you're gonna make it, that's the place to make it. Made a mess? Oh, that was the same guy. Alright, so how are we doing here? Let's slow the game down a bit. Oxygen-wise. It just seems like there was a bit of a mess going on down here since I got rid of that pitcher pump. But I guess we're doing okay. I'm going to definitely go with some mushrooms down in here, though. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. So let's, so we got a nice carbon dioxide area down in here. We can build something super simple. This. Then we can put in, we could do it on farm tiles, or we can do it in basins. What's the benefit of the farm tile for this? Can we grow... What's that? Nothing? Overheat temperatures -10, slow heating. Can we grow the mushrooms? Does it tell us that at all? I used to say that, I used to think that one of these would tell you like what you could grow in what things. But I don't remember anymore. I know we can do them inside of planter boxes. Let's just do that for now. Like this. So get this built. And then over here, get our sleet wheat started. So same kind of thing. We need to put some tiles down where possible. And we really don't need to. We could just harvest it as it is, but let's make it as efficient as possible, right? I know this will grow inside of a farm tile as well, but I think that just growing the regular, it's a benefit of this farm tile. Acceleration due to fertilizer and liquids. Let's let me change my mind on that. Let's change these here. Let's try one. Just for giggles, let's try a farm tile. Because I don't know, and this is a good way to find out. We're going to plant a farm tile there. So I know in here we can put a fungal spore. Good test. So here, yep, okay. So we can plant that. So let's get rid of these. And we're just going to put down farm tiles in there. Let's research. We could research something. I don't know that we need to research anything right now. I'd rather have them kind of digging out these areas for food before we worry about researching anything. So let's just kind of take things in the order they're appearing to us now. F3 to see if there's something else going up here. A lot of reeds up here. Pretty small cold biome, it would appear. Not a lot to it. So if we just dig through here, like this, we can start setting up these tiles for food. Farm tile, like this. Just again, another test to make sure that we can grow those there. Farm tiles. Spin. Probably don't need to be washing hands going both directions here either. Come on, get rid of these things, guys. I don't think this helps the priority selection for getting rid of a building. Maybe. Looks like he's on a mission. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Fungal spore. Plant this bad boy. Food. Farm tile. 6. Like that one. We'll need to mop all this crap up too, just so they don't get soggy feet every time they walk through it. And then once we eventually get one row done and we have enough spores, we'll come down, we'll do another row here. And that should be kind of self-sufficient. Does he need to wash his hands before he comes down here? I don't know. Maybe just plant a few of these and be done with it. Hey guys, can you get this stuff planted, please? Yes. No, 6. See, now he's out here disinfecting these walls. That's going to piss me off. Let's just build it all out. The other thing, too, is even though you build a wall, I noticed that the slime lung will eventually seep into the wall. So he'll spend a lot of time disinfecting this area, and we'll have to actually turn that off. We could probably do it now, but I have to turn it off on a specific wall. So disable disinfect. Yeah, that's frustrating. Because that's just a waste of time. Can we do that on a whole area? Wait. I think I tried to destroy the building. So here, disable disinfect. So is there disinfect? Can I turn disinfection off for this area? Is that what that's doing? No. That's frustrating. So I have to check every one of these and say disable disinfect. Really? That's annoying. That can't be right. My friends are a little stressed now. What's going on? Light wounds, soggy feet. Oh, we could send him up here and fix the light wounds problem. After we sweep the floor. Put some pretty flowers. These up here. A statue, maybe. I think that too. We'll just do that for now. We can certainly send him up here. It'd be nice to have the floor swept because that's a big negative right now. To that because of this stupid crap on the floor. Minus 38. Yeah, that's a big negative just for the room. Should we keep that clean? Wonder why these are unreachable. Oh, because I walled that off finally. Do I want to have a way in from here? Maybe. I don't know that I need it. I may open this one up down here. That if they want to come through there, they can. I don't want to punch a hole up here if I don't have to. There's no more reason for that. This door is useless now. But it doesn't cost me anything, so I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, people, let's get mushrooms planted here. Why are these still not planted? They're reachable, right? What is going on? 8. We're spending our whole career disinfecting the hallway. Putting these boxes right here next to the door appears to have been a bad move. I assume that's why I'm having issues. Maybe not. I mean, it's just the fact they're containing slime lung that's going to be my problem, I think. And it's not getting into my base. Yes, I'm wasting time with disinfection. I should make sure these don't get disinfected. We don't need to disinfect this stuff. Why does this one show disinfection pending? Okay, don't be making food right now, buddy. We got so much freaking food. I'd rather all these other things get done. Like prioritizing this sweep over here. Get this stuff cleaned up. There's no reason that should be laying out there. We got room for it. We got compactors that are empty. Seriously, don't make a career out of disabling. I wish there was some sort of an indicator. Am I doing this the dumb way? I mean, sure doesn't seem to be a way to, if I'm running the disinfect tool to highlight an area, I can only cause it to disinfect. Is this right? Thought I disabled disinfect on that. Didn't. A pain in the ass. Alright, developers, if you're watching this, fix this. It's just a lot of time, spending a huge amount of time disabling or disinfecting that area, and that is not useful. Man, this is terrible. I built these walls so I wouldn't have to worry about it, and now I'm spending all my freaking time doing this. This is fun. It's got to be more thrilling for you guys at home watching me do this. I guess I don't have to do it once, though. I mean, that's the other positive, right? Once it's disabled, it's disabled. Dude. Killing me a little bit right here. Alright. Let's get some of the sleet wheat done. I want all this stuff planted here because this takes like 1,000,000 years to grow. And we could grow, we can grow sweet wheat, right? And that, yeah. Only have one sweet wheat spore. Oh, we're going to have many when we get in here, though. Food. Farm tile. Let's get these all built here. That should keep this area pretty cold. Yeah, look at that. We still got a nice temperature on the other side of that wall. So this double airlock with these insulated tiles is going to make all the difference in the world to keeping this area cold. Because we don't want this 22-degree thing seeping in here and melting all this crap and costing us time and or sleet wheat plants that get bonkers. What's up with that one? That one's ready. I kind of want to go up in here and explore this area too. So while we're in here, we could. Looks like this is empty. Let's do that. Let's get a ladder right here. Go for it. Yeah, we're going to sacrifice this mushroom. I guess I don't have a choice. I'd love to get sleet wheat going very early in the game. It's almost like cheating, though. I mean, you get so much food from it. It's so fast. But I see why they made it more difficult. It was damn right unfair. Okay, you're not going to plant that, really? I will need to get up and get these other ones collected as well, and down. All right. So we got some sleet wheat planted, and that'll get fertilized. This stuff is, we'll just copy this here. And as these get harvested, we'll just plant the seeds. I should go and grab these other ones, but I have to obviously do some carving of my landscape here. Should have grabbed that one there. So if I were to put a ladder here, I could probably put the ladder right there. So obviously best place for a ladder is a place where you don't have to dig. Let's do this. Actually, it says enable auto harvest, and then that'll be good enough. We don't need to uproot it. Do this the easy way, is the harvest tool. Just hit everything. If they can reach it, they'll reach it. This is a nice one up here. Lots of stuff. Let's do that. That's awesome. All right, we got sleet wheat planted. That's looking great. I do want to kind of explore though more. I'd love to find a steam geyser. That would be ideal for getting some water. I mean, our water supply is not at all a problem though. We've got tons of water. But if you look here, we don't have any geysers outside of the 2 natural gas ones we found so far, which is, again, a great early game. By the way, this is the edge of the map here, so we're over as far as we're going. We should also probably start pondering oil, but we got to dig down for that. And right now, I'm more concerned about just kind of controlling my situation with... This is really annoying. And I know I have this disinfect set kind of low, but 100,000, is that a place to put it? I don't know. Wasted energy. So this is still a concern for me. I don't want to have any wasted energy there. And I think a lot of that's kicking out from this hydrogen generator, which is going off. And we don't need the power from it at all. I suppose I could kick these batteries in and get those working for me. Let's prioritize these here. Just get all this stuff done. Get all that power hooked up. We do need a way in, which was just done through here now. So that should be. Really? You guys can't get down in there? You can't figure that out? Yeah, that's disheartening. It should be able to see that way in there, but they're obviously not. Why not? Why can't they go through here? Oh, ladders, duh. Ladder's not long enough. What was I thinking? I should finish the ladder. There we go. I kept thinking we had the ladder all the way down. There's no reason not to have the ladder all the way down. So that'll give us a way for us to get up here, dig out the rest of these transformers, have all that stuff done. Surprised this didn't break here. I'm really happy it didn't. That was kind of inadvertent on my part. This should be reinforced. We don't want that water to come down here. It'll ultimately reach down here, but that's a pain in the ass. Just don't want this to burst. That should help. Just on this one. So if it gets those batteries hooked up, that'll help with our power problem. Well, not a problem. I just don't want to waste the power. So again, keep an eye on your reports. Look at wasted power here. We want that at 0. That means we're not running enough batteries or something. So this will now, that'll start going up. That should help with the wasted power number. Stop them from creeping up anyway. Bring 4 more batteries online. Could add more batteries here, but this run is only running this floor, but it is a big floor. But ultimately, when we separate this off, running 2 batteries per floor may not be enough. We may need to add another one. Again, welcome to the stream. My name's Scott. I play strategy games that are harder and or more complicated. I love survival games. I am quite happy with Oxygen Not Included here. It's got a lot of great strategy to it. It's a lot deeper than it might look. A lot of great math to be had here if you're so inclined to figure out the different aspects of the game. So very happy with it. Great game. When I first bought it, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I was kind of disheartened. But over time, I figured out it's a better game than I thought it was going to be. It's a simulator for those who are a little bit OCD. Okay, so now we should stop that number from going up any further once these batteries fully charge. It's a lot of batteries. And this is all being powered by this single natural gas geyser down here. We're dumping the carbon dioxide from the one pump down into this area where we've got a scrubber. And it's staying pretty low. It's 186. It hasn't really gone anywhere. So 1 scrubber is enough to handle all that. This should run forever. I mean, we should never have any problem with it unless it gets over pressure. But again, we don't need a huge amount of gas. This pipe is full of gas right now. And if that gets full, then we do have this one up here. We have another natural gas geyser there. What are we doing here? This has got a piece of sand landed on it, and now it can't work at all. Very realistic. Okay. So almost done finishing out the research for the entire game here. So we're just going to go ahead and complete the last ones. They're digging up here. Good. Want to see where they're going to go. I'm dying to know what's up here. And then we're going to start to dig south. We're going to look for the oil. That's the next step. So let's keep an eye on this number here. We shouldn't see that go up. If we do, we need more batteries. And we might. I mean, we're not using a lot of power. We don't have a lot of things like we don't have the kitchen going. A lot of things like that. Speaking of which, I kind of want to get the this area done and put up a mess area. So let's finish this here, and we're gonna sweep this area with a 7 as well. Just get this area clean, so we don't get the debuff from it looking like crap. And food. Let's put up some. It's on our furniture, isn't it? It is mess tables. So put see something like that. Assuming obviously we're going to grow this space a bit more, and then food. We could put 2 more refrigerators up top here. We aren't running. What are we running off this circuit? We're running that whole area up top. I could probably just leave these refrigerators down where they are. They kind of annoy me because they're not nice and neat because, you know, OCD. That's obsessive compulsive disorder for you kids at home. We're going to get rid of this ladders here. We could also do some things like getting a light up in here. So if we wanted a, where is that? Decor, add a ceiling light here. Something like this. I'm gonna borrow that ladder until they finish this project and then rip that down again. Stuff built here. Power. Plug our refrigerators in. Now I took it that way instead of running it here because eventually, again, I want to have power per floor through these transformers. I don't want to run everything through a central conduit. So I'm trying to establish a more horizontal mindset to the base. So this transformer handles this floor, this transformer handles this floor, and so on as I grow. I just think it's a little easier to kind of keep your eye on what's going on. And while we're here, we could add some lovely pictures. We'll do, yeah, we can do this. Keep the floor clean, sweep that floor. Oh, it's still got stuff on it. Oh, he has stuff in his bedroom too. That's dumb. That should have been swept away. How are we doing on oxygen? Looking great. Again, we're just more or less pumping or letting it fall out of here in straight down the base. We're not really pumping it anywhere in outside of the exosuits here. And you see we're full. So it's still pumping. We're not reaching overpressure situation, I don't believe. Although with this pipe full, it may not pump at all. You know, well, it doesn't matter because these oxygen things are still going to continue to go, and it's going to continue to fall down. It's just our hydrogen generator is not going to work out. So, I don't know. We'll ponder through this in a bit. I think we got so much oxygen going on, and everything seems to be fine that I'm not really worried about it. I don't feel the need to pump oxygen in here. I suppose I could pump it into this tunnel, but why? I mean, they're wearing their suits, so that isn't going to really matter. You are going to uproot that, I hope. Put a ladder in. Continue onward. I'm assuming there's no floor here. It doesn't look like there is. If there isn't, I'm going to get a rude surprise, and I have to try and I can't dig through there. That's the smallest cold biome ever. Isn't it tiny? And good enough. I mean, just got to get my sleet wheat growing in there. It's looking decent. We got everything we need. Air pressure. Ah. So we could actually pump oxygen over here. Really depends on where this air pressure is going. I mean, we obviously don't have any. I think it's some polluted oxygen that's floating around that's low pressure, because the pressure in here shouldn't really be changing. It's going down. Wonder why. Obviously, a mechanic of the game that I'm not understanding why it's changing, because can't imagine why it'd be going down. Well, let's solve that problem. Let's run event. Doesn't cost us anything, and we can always turn it off later. And since we got oxygen to kill right now, let's just do this. Right here. Over here. Ding. Now this oxygen is going to be warm, though. That might be a problem. Well, let's pressurize this thing and then turn it off. How about we do that? Because it's becoming a problem. Let's finish this. So I'd love to know what do we need? There's a table. What is the table? I'll have to Google that. Massage table? No, that can't be it. It's certainly not a mess table, is it? Is it a mess table? I think. Could be. Maybe. Maybe that makes sense. Like it's a place to go eat your food when you're sick. Let's build one and see what happens. Just table. Table is not helpful. So we'll put edibles in here. Edibles in here. All right, does this count as a room now? No, generic room. Mess hall, one table, conflicting. Missing a toilet. Missing toilet. Does it say that you have to have a toilet? Oops. In your... What am I looking for? Oh, there we go. In the med bay. One toilet. It does say toilet, doesn't it? But it also says one table, and I don't know what the hell that means, so I'm not going to worry about it. Until I figure out what kind of hell table it's talking about. How are mushrooms doing down here? Good. We have spores we could be planting, and it's not planting. Copy settings. Let's copy settings here. Food. More of these. Well, everything's going really well here. Maybe I'll end up putting a toilet in right here just because I can. We're doing germs. Germs are super easily controlled here. No problems at all. A little bit of stress. From what? What could you be stressed from, sir? Decor. That's it. Soggy feet. Well, I can't help you with that. Don't walk in dumb places. If this area is sterile too, I might consider putting some food down here. Oh, I could put food over here, couldn't I? Store a bin in here just to kind of help with all the overflow we've got. But I also don't want them running back and forth with all the cooking stuff. That's kind of stupid. Be able to disinfect. Jeez. No pain in the end. Otherwise, they'll spend the whole damn day doing that, right? Which was a hotkey for that. I don't think there is. I've been using it already. Or a way to view it. View which ones are set. Let's speed this up here. We'll play for just a couple more minutes here, and then we'll call it good for today. Obviously, everything's going really well. I can't complain. We got no warnings. Like at 36 and 100%. That 36 is dropping continuously. We've got our sweet leaf planted. We have mushrooms planted. We can look at getting rid of all this crap at some point. Insufficient oxygen is barely insufficient. Max gas pressure. So maybe we would pump some of that out, but I don't know. Everything looks good. Maybe pump oxygen into this bathroom. Maybe that's another place to put it. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I don't want it going down this staircase either. If it gets too pressured, then I'm going to bother my mushrooms. It seems to be doing just fine. And I may end up putting a bathroom up here anyway. Or actually be smarter and put one over here. since I've got the water, and I can just, I'd have to pipe the dirty water away. Or just drop it down in here. Since I'm not planning on recycling it, and it doesn't use that much water anyway. That's not a bad idea. How are we looking on plumbing? Plumbing would work pretty well there. So we just put a block here. And we could do plumbing. Lavatory. Put one here. Put one here. Plumbing in. So probably run this. So a little bit of piping. So we have water in the toilet. If it's connected directly and there's nothing available, it won't work right. And if we're just going to dump this stuff directly, do we have a space? We don't. Can we make one? We'd have to go down this side. That's pain. Let's look at the other directions we go here. What other ways could we go with that plumbing? If we have the crap water, we'd have to come down over here. That's not a terrible trip either, but it's a long amount of plumbing for something. Could just let it drop, couldn't I? I don't really have to go down there for anything. There's nothing to do down here. Just drop it. I could just drop it. Meaning that I would run a pipe. Oh, I'd have to bridge it over there, don't I? Pain. If I could just back this door up one, I'd have my problem solved. Let's just do that. And put, since we're ripping this thing apart, put some blocks in here. Yeah, that'll work. Do I need this to be complete? I don't think so. I think I can actually get rid of these and just tunnel straight down, and then let the water drop. So these would just dig this area out. This. Well, that door will be moved, so we'll be able to dig that out. That should solve that problem, and then we can just put a pipe here and let it drop and be good here. That's my plan. I'm sticking with it. I just don't want him to hold the door open when all that natural gas is going to come out. Tool. Okay, is this a problem? Did I just strand him? I might have. Nope. Okay. I was thinking, what just happened to that guy? Is he going to stand there like a complete idiot? We're doing on anything else in that block that isn't. So this piece of coal can go as well. We'll get rid of that when we drop the pipe. So plumbing. We're just going to bring this here. This. Where's our lavatory? There it is. So like that. And then we can drop that here. And if we want it someday, we'll worry about piping it up and doing some sort of refinement process to it. But this eliminates that whole problem. I don't have to worry about cleaning it. It's all dirty water anyway, and we've got tons of it. So then they'll have a nice bathroom we use. I assume all that stuff can be reached, yes. Okay. Sorry about your eardrums, buddy. That's going to suck. So again, welcome to the stream. Playing Oxygen Not Included. This is the oil update. Playing with some of the new features in the alpha release of this game as it starts to kind of take on a life of its own, and it's a great game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's going to be one of those that once it's released, I'm going to be like, oh, I've kind of played the crap out of it already, but what are you going to do, right? Prioritize this whole thing here. bathrooms are ready to go. Oh, are these operational? They are ready and operational. So mop up the floor because nobody wants to use that like that. Dig out this crap. Figure out what we're going to make in this space up here because this space is kind of dead here. I don't really have any use for it yet. $30 degrees on that side, 25 on this side. So that insulated wall is working really well. This battery is in a weird spot. How did I not notice that before? That really isn't killing me. It is creating some temperature in here that I really don't need. I'm warming things up a bit, as are these. But everything's looking really good. I guess I don't need this here. Let's just get rid of it. It's in my face. We're going to look too at our reports. Wasted energy is down to 0. So we handled that properly and got rid of all those issues we were having before. And we can get rid of these electrical wires here too. Just because I'm OCD. That's why we're playing this game. Use that copper somewhere else. And sweep this floor. Once I got time, let's build some sculptures around that area. That'll help with the happiness level. Oh, you know what I could do though? Oh, I need a sink in there. Ooh, shit. I could force use of this sink this direction by no longer allowing use of this ladder. Let's just do that. And then just build this here. Then I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, nothing changes. It'll work. Sweep this floor for one final time. Get the junk off the floor. We can get rid of this outhouse here. We're just going to deconstruct it. Excellent. That's looking very nice. It's nicely laid out, nicely organized. Everything makes sense. What is going on here? You have no floor. Well, that's unacceptable. Let's fix that. Okay. Looks like we're doing okay. We're using some of our energy now. We're still not getting any overload warnings on the circuits. We've discovered nothing here. Can I not get through that? Looks like I'm gonna have to go around. Okay. It is what it is. This. Put a ladder here. And we'll build an insulated tile here. A couple of them. Yeah, see, this whole area is warm, and we really don't want that warm, so if we block this off, we'll probably be better off. Help keep this area cold. It's just only -9 over there. And Abyssallite is a great insulator, but we notice we don't have Abyssallite here. It's just algae. So map generation created a strange situation there. So we'll just deal with that. Since we're here, let's keep going with the ladder. And up into the coal area here. And see where we'll go up that high and see where we go. Love the environment suits. I think previously I was a little frustrated with the whole clothing thing, like the warm and the cold, and the duplicate never know when to wear which one, and that was really freaking annoying. What are we doing here? Pipe blocked. Just the oxygen, huh? So we'll get this gas valve fixed, and that will start to get this whole thing pumping again. That's good enough. We take a look at our decor here. Everything's looking really good on the areas where they are quite often, except for this guy's bleak ass bedroom. But yeah, this is see why we have that. Why we put those doors there? I mean, all this stuff it's all that heavy wire. Look at that. Mine is 225 because of this gap right here. I kind of need that gap though, just in case there's maintenance to be done, and I can't put a door across that now. So you know what I might do is just build something there, and we rip it down if we need to. Well, why though? We're not coming down in here at all. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. They're not coming down here for anything. I should have them sweep up this floor and stuff, but I figure if they need that resource, they'll go get it. They know where it is. I should limit or disable this building here too. Just making sure, first of all, we run in a situation where a pipe can get blocked or we don't have water in the system. So that's not going to happen. Everything looks really good. Otherwise, we could risk having a problem when the toilets don't work. So as long as it shows lavatory ready, they should use those lavatories. They just have to come down here and go this way, over this goofy-ass block thing. I'm not sure right there. If I take that out, is it going to flood again like it did last time? Probably. Make me an unhappy camper. Still making food, are you? You know what? Just calm the hell down on the food. In fact, just eliminate making food right now. Don't need more food. What's wrong here? Atmosphere. You almost need to pump some of this carbon dioxide over to help these poor mushrooms. Because they're not doing so hot, are they? What's involved with that? Looks like it's not going to be that hard. Just bring it out of here. Let's be smarter about this and bring it up higher here. This. Yeah, that should get us some much needed carbon dioxide down in there. Wasted 0. Everything else looks decent. Stress is 32. Yeah, we're doing really well. I mean, there's nothing really to complain about. We don't have any germ problems. Oxygen is looking great. And I have nothing to complain about. Putting these airflow tiles in this bathroom really saved it from becoming a pain in the ass. Should get rid of that. Sweep that. We can set the priority on this a little bit higher so it gets rid of the bad liquids that are laying around. It's just great polluted oxygen. Build that pipe, boys. Lay that pipe, boys. Almost done. You can do it. All right. Why is it not going up to... Oh, that's annoying. All right, so I guess we have to fork it off of that main one first. So let's do that. That was an error. Sorry about that. Let's just do this. Hello? Is the other end not built yet? Oh, that was the problem. It's just the gas vent was built on the other side. I'm like, why is that not working? That should help with this. That should solve that whole problem. And copy these settings here so we make sure we're always growing mushrooms on those spots that have them, if there is one available. I kind of want to put a pressure lock here too, just to keep the CO in. But I'm not real positive I want to do that. I kind of want to do that actually here. I don't want their ears to pop though when they walk in. They're going to. No, I'm just going to leave it run like this. I should have enough air pressure here to push the carbon dioxide and keep the carbon dioxide out We'll see if it becomes a problem. If it will, we'll have to do some pressure management between this area and this area. Can I put my wash basin over here and get the latrine bonus, though? Oops. Where's the room? There it is, F11. So I need to get this ceiling finished here and put a wash basin in there. And I think then I have to seal the room as well. Take this out. Man, I don't know that I like that. I have to move the sink over, and I wouldn't have to allow them to go into this area here. Is that a big deal? I mean, do I care? Do I need them to come down in here? They'd only be referring this pump. They're not pumping water out of it. Because it's disease central. And I can't plug this hole yet because it's under pressure, and I don't think it'll let me do that. I think it'll try and destroy it. Well, try it. See what happens. So in order for that to work, we would have to have a sink. And I'm just going to, I'm going to use the wash basin. I'm just going to scoot it over so we can actually put a door. Because right now the door would be over the staircase, and that's not going to be ideal. Get rid of this block here. And can we put a block here? Will it let me? Yeah, I don't think it's going to. No, it won't. It won't let me. We have to wait on that one. So now I wonder if I'll get the latrine bonus if I block in this, even though there's a hole in the floor. Let's find out. All right, let's look. Room bonus. It is not. Maximum size 64 tiles. It's 126 tiles. It's too big. Too many toilet bits. That sucks. What else did it say? Did it complain about there being a hole in the floor? No industrial machinery. So this is counting as part of the room. Okay, so it's counting this whole space because of this gap. So once this water goes down, then I'll be able to do that. But how many millennia is that going to take? We are not pumping a whole lot of water through this bad boy. We're using it where? In the showers. Here. Well, that's a closed loop. We're not even using it there. We're using it up here. Yeah, man, we're never going to get there. We almost need to dump some water out of this thing. Maybe that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a bit of a plumbing valve here, like this. And we'll put in a liquid valve. Like this. We can run a pipe out. Like this, and then put a vent here. Prioritize that. Drain some water out of that tank. It's probably a simpler way to do that. I gotta mop up that water. It's been laying there the whole damn game, and I haven't done anything with it. Does that need power? It does not. Come on. Why'd you threw the material on there? Just build the damn thing already. Oh, come on. Killing me. What are we looking at down here? Still. What is the problem, people? Oh, it's the water that's making it so they can't grow in an environment. I'm like, well, you got enough carbon dioxide there. What's the problem? It's that there was water over the top. Might as well drain this water underneath too. This water here, get it down the hole where it goes down the. We don't care where. Hey, you're about to die. Shit. How did you get up there? Oh, you came out of here, you fool. Oh, I'm going to have a dead duplicate. Dude, climb the damn ladder. What? Come get it. Oh my god, I don't even know how. How was he even out there without a suit on? So he came all the way down and around. How did he get here without a suit on? All right, that's really frustrating. So let's cancel this whole. Man, I'm really lucky I didn't get a dead duplicate there. I really deserved one. Or he deserved to die, I should say it that way. This needs to be Abyssalite. Man, I don't even know what was he doing. Oh, he left his suit here too. So he took his suit off? Okay. That's not frustrating at all. This all needs to get up here. You need to get the suit back. Where's everybody? Come do my bidding, damn it. You left your crap over here. What's this doing? This dropping water yet? What is the problem here? I don't know what the problem with that is. I don't know, I'll deal with that in a while. I want the suit back. Fix this. Just assigned a sweep to that. I don't think I have to do that to assign sweep to it, but that's frustrating. Why did he take his suit off? What was he doing? Is it that one strange situation that happens like when people encounter what they're about to die in the wilderness of frostbite, and they find him naked. It's like they don't know why the brain does that. Maybe that's what he's doing, right? He's simulating human behavior on such a deep level. This game is that good that he's simulating behavior on that level. Yep. That's exactly what happened, I bet. What is all this stuff exactly? Is that I'm going to put in just a few melty floor bits here. Just in case there's water that's coming in from over here. Did he have an accident or something? Okay, so now the other suit's accessible. How are you going to grab it? Can you just grab it? I guess you had to grab it to put it in the machine to begin with, so. Get the suit. Yeah, that oxygen's hot. But we're looking at a lot of we have a lot of good air pressure now. So let's turn a gas valve in here. This. So we can turn that off. even though it's already overpressure. I just don't want that hot air in here. I want to try and keep this area cold. A couple more minutes here, and we'll be done with the stream for the day. Just trying to keep them right under 2 hours or so. But I'm not playing it offline, so I'm waiting for you guys. Can somebody mop this stuff up already? Really? Actually, in here doesn't matter as much. Turn this off. So we get some more sleep wheat planted up here, and because it's not very tall, I probably could go closer, but remember that duplicates are too tall, 2 tiles tall, so we do need to leave them room to walk. So carving something like this here. Yeah, we're how many seeds we're looking at here for that sleet wheat? We have 18 sleet wheat grains we can be planting right now. That's a lot of food. So I want to get this whole area packed with sleet wheat, but I want this suit back. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, oh, I can't get this suit. I'm going to have to make another one. What was he doing down there? Was he playing with the mushrooms? Mm-hmm. Well, I think I'm going to call it good there for today. We're looking at 42 right now. What is our biggest problem? We have everybody's pretty healthy, but Grossman is really unhappy right now. What is going on with this guy? Nothing super obvious. Yeah, nothing really obvious. Body temperature 37. Okay. Food expectation is 0, so that's kind of hurting us a little bit. We'll need to get that up, but we'll get that once the sleet wheat starts coming in. We can start getting all that kind of thing. Yeah, so I really can't see why he's so pissed off. Maybe it's just because he was having to do, I mean, they do that when they're doing things they don't want to do, mopping or being out in the cold or the hot or anything like that. But, that's kind of fixed right now. I really don't see any issues with that. So, I think next time we'll do is, this is looking pretty decent here. We'll have to work on, why is this powering up again? Did we not do that? Oh, it's because I'm paused probably. So this is all illuminated here. I think we'll have to go start looking for oil, say head south on some of these areas that we've got, where we've got ladders hanging down. I would like to see what's, where is that area? We're submitting the sample here. So this is set to submit sample. We'll see what that does. I doubt there's anything decent in here. I like this idea, though. I love the idea of having these little unexplored areas in the game, but a lot more has to be done with them, and obviously they're going to do that. I like their way they're attacking the game is looking good. So, yeah, I mean, we've got almost everything researched, and our base is nicely set up. We have some rearranging of some things to do, but it's very minor. Nice open concept, tons of oxygen. This is a problem. But again, I can replace these with airflow tiles. So no big deal, problem solved. So, all right, let's call that good for today. And I'll catch you next time. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below in the video. And I would love it if you click the like button right now. If you enjoyed the video, please do so. That makes me know that you want more of this series or more of this game. Subscriptions are obviously great. And I will be posting more videos too. From the photography thing, and I'm going to try and do more live videos of that as well, where I'm actually shooting the models and you can see how that whole process works. So I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.